everyone. I'm Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay, thanks you guys for giving me some time. I'm sorry I missed last week. I was sick, and now I'm back to it. I also, for those of you that follow my intuitive astrology star signs on YouTube, they're finally up. So had laryngitis, sore throat, that sort of thing that seems to be going around, so I couldn't talk. So here we are, back at it again, and I hope you guys are all feeling well as well and taking good care of yourself. So let's focus and see what's available for us this week. And remember, we're in the practice of practicing our intuition, slowing down with our breath, our breathing, bringing our focus inward, and then letting go, and then becoming curious. And through that curiosity, it opens the door to what is the potential, what's next, what's possible, right? So as we play along in that process, I hope you're doing it throughout your life, in the moments when you're like sitting in the car or standing in the grocery store, or just hanging out with friends and just kind of like checking in, noticing. It's so easy just to kind of like drop your breath and relax into the body and then just be open. And that opening also allows you to be really approachable, and being at neutral, that place where you're just not like having no opinion, is the same as being present. And when you're like that, when you're present, all the information can come in you. The answers are right there. Your sense of self is right there. You're very good then at reading at what's going on for somebody else. So it's a really beautiful dance that I hope you guys are playing and practicing with. Okay, so let's go in to see what's available for us this week. And I just want to, for those of you who do follow astrology, we know that tomorrow, Monday, there is the end of Mercury retrograde. So it goes station, which means now things slow down and then start to move forward again. And can always be a little tricky on that first day on either side of it. So communication can still be a little skewed, things like that. And then, of course, there is always, we have a full moon tomorrow in Virgo. So just putting that out there for those energies. And let's go ahead and drop now into the heart space, doing those 3 long breaths in, exhaling all that excitement or anticipation or fear, whatever you want to label it. And then let's see what's available for us this week. Okay, so let's go into the heart. And then 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. Okay, so right away, I don't know if you guys can feel it. This energy is really full, and it's very much, it feels like a deep spiritual connection coming into the heart. So you're really being asked, whether you make a practice of it or not, but a lot of times people do ceremonies around full moon or a new moon, right? And it's because there's so much energy available to us. And that's what I'm feeling right now. It's just this full-bodied energy that allows us to really get deeper inside of ourselves, a deeper connection with ourselves. What do we want? What are we asking for? And I just see like the universe providing a ticker take, just a long list of detailed instructions, ideas, conversations. So there's a lot of information for us at the beginning of the week. If we go into meditation or if we just get quiet, you're going to start to it'll just drop in, knowing what you're supposed to do, knowing what actions to take, and leaving that fear behind. Because when you really let go, you get into that place of solitude or relaxation. So then the information can just kind of bubble up. So that's what I'm seeing is available for everybody, whether you're good at this or not. You may find that people get their own answers tomorrow, or just have a deeper understanding of what to do or where to go next. So you might see some forward motion with people you care about in your lives and deeper understandings for them. With that, you also might see in these next couple of days surprise information. Information is like, whoa, I didn't know that, or geez, they didn't tell me that. So that other part of that, part of Mercury retrograde is that communication's not always great. And then there's another layer of information. So you may see in these next 2 or 3 days, or further on into this week, additional information coming in that you weren't aware of, right? It's kind of like that old saying, the other shoe drops, right? It's like, oh, didn't know that. So it's not always bad, right? There could be a good thing to it as well. But I'm just saying it's information that you didn't have is being brought to light. So for everybody, more information showing up that you weren't aware of. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for us this week. Taking action, right? Really taking action. There's a lot of forward momentum and almost like you're feeling pushed to action, like let's get going. So there's a renewal of action in the physical world, and that is the Virgo energy too. It's like boom, 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 just get it done, moving forward. So I just see a lot of focus on, and for some of you, it may be regrouping or refocusing, but there's now momentum or like the wind is at your back, pushing you forward to get those things done that maybe you've had, on the back burner, or you just didn't have the desire, or there was just a lack of motivation. You're going to be filled with motivation and with the desire to move forward. So this week feels really productive, and it feels very, at the same time, I don't feel like, how some of that frenetic energy, like, oh my God, hurry up. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels solid and deep and thorough and on target and getting it done, but getting a lot done. So there's a lot of energy here. So you may find yourself working longer hours. You may find yourself still having fun and playing, but getting so much done and being just filled with it. Now, that could also be too that we have the time change that just happened, right? So we put our clocks, we moved it forward, right? So we lost an hour, but there's that, the days become longer. So you may feel like you have more time to actually get things done. So that could be part of this adjustment I'm feeling too, that there's just longer days and more time, and you're working more, playing more, but it's just accomplishing more is really like the overall feeling that there is. All right, let's see if there's anything else we need to be aware of for the week. Oh, for some of you, there may be people coming back into your life who maybe judged you, whether you were aware of it or not. Some of you may be getting some apologies this week, that you were like, wow, I didn't even know they were mad at me. So there may be some of that, or some things that have been bothering some people. And finally, now the communication opens up where they can come and kind of confess all to you. So some of you may be getting some interesting conversations from other people that maybe have been upset with you or frustrated with you, and now are kind of like bringing it forward to you because they feel the confidence that they're able to do that. And so all there is to do is to listen and to take ownership if there's a need to take ownership. I don't feel like there's any malice in this energy. It just feels like clearing the air. Hey, something I just need to say, and I'm over it now, but I'm fine, kind of thing. So it's a need to communicate. So there's some of that for a lot of you people. All right, so let's see what else is in store for us. You're going to find that it's easy this week to get your creative ideas done and out there and implemented. So just this ease of creation, boom, out, creation, boom, out. So really just being in the flow and having that creative energies and actually see them kind of take root and see the ones that work and the ones that don't. So there's a lot of creative ability to pull it up. That one didn't work. Let's try it like this. So I just see changing out of things. For some of you, it feels like you may be planning weddings, you may be planning parties, and it feels like there's some changes around that. Some things that you thought you wanted, you don't want anymore, and vice versa. And some things that there may be some things that come to life that you go, oh, I didn't know it was going to cost that much. And no, we're not going to do that. We're going to head in another direction. So I just see a changing around a lot of event planning and around, and also around in the home. Those of you that are, refurbishing or doing things in your house, I feel like there's some new insights that come in this week. So, that's exciting because you're going to have a better sense of what you want to do, and you're going to have the time and the energy to actually get it done. So I just see like lots of things in the house being redone, and exciting things around cleaning things out, being done with it, and now moving forward with putting the new structures in, whether it's colors that you're picking or furniture that you're buying. I just feel like towards the end of the week, there's just a greater sense of satisfaction and excitement around your home and around your home environment. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. And with that, could also mean that you have somebody coming to visit, or maybe you've just bringing a new baby home from the hospital, or you're moving forward with inviting friends to come in. But there's also this really social energy this week. So there's a lot of social energy, and at the same time, time for yourself. So it's a much lighter energy and freer energy, and doesn't, for those of you that are used to kind of like feeling, you want to be careful or err on the side of watching your communication, because it is also very easy with this particular energy to be direct and cut somebody. And so you want to be aware of going too fast, too sharp, right? Too soon, criticism, that sort of thing, and or being self-critical, right? So being self-critical. And it could even be that you're ending that cycle of self-criticism and now opening up to be accepting and doing new things. So this could be the exchange of energy that's happening out with the old and in with the new, which I'm also seeing too. So it's really beautiful energy, and giving you, and it's just upping your game, letting you be seen in the world and allowing yourself to really feel a deeper connection with people because you feel better about yourself. And if you don't, then this is the opportunity to go into a meditation or to get healing or to be able to ask for support from friends or family, because everything here is projection forward. So there's no reason why you should be stuck. There's no reason why you should be looking backwards at the past, because everything around you is pointing to move forward. And the thing you have to do is maybe ask for help to get out of the way. So, I do intuitive healing work. There's a lot of people around that do. There's a lot of free stuff on the internet. There's books. There's no reason why you can't help yourself or reach out to the closest friend and say, hey, I need some help. I need some support, because it's all right there for people to say yes to you. All right, let's see if there's any last words about this week. Thursday just feels like like things coming together, opening up, and really positive. Some of you may find some things that were lost. You may rediscover them, and whether that's a hidden talent, whether it's something you actually physically lost, you may find that again. It may be also for some of you additional money coming in that you weren't expecting, or that you potentially it was expecting and it hasn't been coming in, and now finally it does arrive. So I just feel like a bounty coming in towards the end of the week that's like, glad that's here, or I needed that, or wow, I'm so happy that it's arrived. So that's a great way to end your week, is to get something that either you've been lacking or missing or longing for to finally show up. So I see that for a lot of people towards the end of the week, especially on Thursday. And the weekend feels really nice and opportunistic, fun, easy. Just don't overdo. Because it also has that where like you can overdo and then get critical on yourself. It's like when you go out to a party and you have a couple drinks, great, and then you just like don't stop drinking, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, why'd I do that, right? So the indulgence. So just watch the indulgence towards the end of the week as well. I immediately got a headache. So anyway, but all in all, it feels like it's a really great week. All right, you guys, thanks again for watching and viewing and liking the weekly wake up. And I love reading your comments below. I don't always get back to them, but I try my best. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Have a great week, everybody.